Good evening, friends. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. What is the date today? Sunday, May 26th. I hope you got your notifications. I'm going to wait until I see some names and numbers. And it's a holiday weekend, so there might not be very many people here today. I'm not sure. There's Roz. Hey, Roz, how are you? Welcome. So nice to see your name. It is 7 o'clock, I believe. Yep, right on the dot. So I want to get started. Hi, Louise. Welcome, everybody. And now I see some names coming up. Thank you for being here. Before I start with my, hi, Roseanne. Before I start with my live with my project, I just want to, hi, Bev, let everybody know that my sweet mom went to be with Jesus on Monday the 20th at 11:39 in the morning. Hi, Diane. Her nickname is Goose, and it was a beautiful passing, honestly. She was surrounded by me and my husband and my daughters, and her sister came all the way in a rush from Los Angeles, my cousins. And hi, Tracy. And so one of my daughters is a nurse, Allison, and she did an amazing job. And just simply amazing job. So I just wanted to let you all know that is why I haven't been live for a few, since last Sunday. And I might be a little rusty, but I told a few people that I feel like I need to share some really, really good news, some really important news. I didn't know how I was gonna react. Everybody, you know, we all knew my mom was 96 years old and that she had Alzheimer's dementia, and that it was the slow going one, and she'd been on hospice for a little over 2 years. And suddenly she started to get weak, and she fell a few times, and the third fall she hit her head. And after that she started to decline very, very quickly. So I didn't know how I was going to feel. After having her here in my home for 10 years, we shared a home together, and taking care of her every single day. And for the first 5.5 years, oh no, not that long, 4.75 years. Hi, Marie. Hi, Linda. My dad as well. And all I can say, what an honor. I've got a little fly in here. Oh my goodness. What an honor. Hi, Florence. Hi, Mary Jo. You know, for her to bring me into this world and me to be able to be sitting right next to her when she took her last breath, it's simply an honor. And this is the news I want to share with every one of you, because I cherish you all. I really honestly do. I could be very angry. I could be very sad. I could be scared. I could be frustrated. I could be any number of negative things. I really could be. I just lost my mom. But God is so, so good. You all know that. And you all know, I know now after talking to some of you, that you are going through things like I did. Different family members you're taking care of, just different situations where we need to lean on the Lord, right? I am so glad that I have faith. I am so glad that I believe in the Holy Spirit, because He came into my heart so wonderfully that night, the night before my mom died, about 2 o'clock in the morning. I got such an overwhelming feeling that I've never felt before. that filled my heart completely. And from that moment on, I feel like I have either a moat or a wall around me that can protect me from anything, and that God is literally telling me, you followed the fourth commandment, so I give you peace. I have such an overwhelming peace that I am going to try to live my life completely differently than before, because I want to honor that peace, that gift that God gave. It could be so different, but He is so good. And if your faith has been marred, weakened, if you have any questions, just give it to Him. I could not be any more thankful. At service today, I was talking to the pastor, and he just nodded his head. I've never felt like this before. I don't know if I'll ever feel like this again, but I feel like I need to honor this feeling with being exactly who Jesus wants me to be. So enough about that. I want to thank you all for your cards. Roz, for your most beautiful, stunning gift. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's on my mantle, and I will cherish it forever. Cards are great. You know, they're handmade, some of them, most of them. My daughter, my families are just in awe of all of you who sent cards, who brought over food, who sent bouquets of flowers, who sent bouquets of the edible fruit. Oh my goodness, it's just been overwhelming. And I know my mom is with my dad and my brother, and I know that she, most of all, is with Jesus. And so it's all good. It is all good. Of course, I miss her. We have our moments, but it's all good. All right, so thank you. I just wanted to acknowledge that you guys have all been aware, patient with me, and so now we'll just get back to Stampin' Up! Business, okay? I have a 3D item I'm going to share with you today, and it's all about the 4th of July. It's very patriotic, and I'm using the same set that I used before, Round We Go. I've got a lot of compliments on the cards I've made with it already, and a lot of people on YouTube especially are saying, you've talked me into this set. I now want this set. Oh, I love this set, and thank you for teaching me how to make that that lolly or floret, whatever you choose to call them, so easily. Thank you, Lynn. Hi, Rosemary. And so let's play with that again. And I love banners. So on holidays, I like to put banners, hang them across my mantle. And so I thought this, all the items I'm going to show you today would make a great banner. All right, waiting for yours to arrive. Yes, Debbie, that's awesome. And remember that this stamp set that I'm using is the prize of the month. Now, if you already bought it or you're buying it, then you can give this as a gift. And if you're a demonstrator, you could have 2 of them. All you need to do is place an order with me, and your name goes in the drawing to win this stamp set. Diane said, Goose is such a, oh, in a better place. Yes. Hi, Irene. Yes, Diane. I was just looking at the shirt you bought her at the book signing, Diane, and I'm going to save that forever because it says Goose on it. So that will stay with us forever. Okay, let's get started. Let me turn you down. Hey, sister. My stalker sister, Irene. She's a sister. She has another mother, but we're so close that I just call her sis. Here we go. And she was here yesterday, and I told her, she says, I watch you all the time. I said, you do? You never say anything. You're a stalker. So that's why she's saying she's a stalker. All right. You ordered it after your last live. Just had to have it. Good, Linda. You're going to enjoy it so much. So here's the pink and the blue. card that I made. The last time I was live, I don't even remember when that was. If things have just been, as you would know, a fog. And so here we go. Who's the winner of the last card I made live? Sandy Husted. Sandy, I need your address, please, so I can send you either the pink or the blue. You tell me which one you want, my dear, and it is yours. Congratulations. And I want to give you my May host code in case you want to place an order. Hey, Vera, my friend, there is my May host code. Now, if you forget to use the host code, now let's remember your order, it's 150 or below, below 150, you use the host code. But if you forget, don't worry, I can add it later, so not a problem to panic. And this is where you will order from me, beverleestamps.stampinup.net. And I also have a YouTube channel, and it's just my name. Type in my name and I'll pop up. If you need to talk to me about anything, you can email me at mofun44@icloud.com. I wanted to say something else. Oh, yes. If you have a friend or 2 or 5, then you can share that I'm on YouTube if they don't have Facebook. I see you have 2 pennies now. Yes, my parents always have been my biggest cheerleaders in whatever I wanted to do, and they always gave me their advice. And I just, after my dad passed, in case you don't know the penny thing, if you're here and you don't know about my pennies, after my dad passed, I'm a walker. I go for walks daily. And shortly after my dad died, I found this penny, and I believe in the pennies from heaven. So I went for a walk today, and I've gone for walks since my mom passed, but I haven't found a penny yet. So this is a substitute. And when I find her real penny, then I will remove this one and put the first one I find. So that's that. Okay, so what am I going to show you tonight? How am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to let you watch me make it and show you the banner at the end, because it's so long and so big that I'm going to show you one piece in order for you to understand how to make this. Hey, Kathleen. So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of regular Night of Navy cardstock, and we're going to cut that in half at 5.5. Half of 11 is 5.5. Okay, voila, banner. Yes, hi, Viola. Yes, that's a banner now. Let me put this away. So this half sheet of cardstock is what I use to make all my banner pieces. We wanted a little bit fancier than this. Hey, Patty. So we're going to use, on page 129 of the annual catalog, the dotted circles embossing folder. So I'll do that right now. Now this embossing folder is ginormous, and so it will emboss this whole half sheet of cardstock. Isn't that amazing? I just put the cardstock all the way to the end of the folder. And then close it up, and now I'll go get my machine. We're going to put the folder in spine first, always. Hi, Bev, I believe in the pennies from heaven, too. Yes, Vera. Oh, Vera's a new customer, ladies. Welcome her. She came to a class, and to a kit class, and she did very, very well. I can tell she's an experienced crafter, even though she hasn't stamped before. You know, once you're a crafter, you kind of just can do anything. So she did very, very well, and I'm so glad we met. So glad we're already friends, and she's going to try to come to open house if she can, so that will be great. So look at this. Let me move this for a second just so you can see this. Now my banner piece is all embossed with the circles. Isn't that awesome? Hey, Diana, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so then what else did I use on this? I used the dies from the die set on Round We Go. So here are the stamps. Remember, if you place an order with me, you're going to get in a drawing to maybe win the stamp set. And here are the dies. They're on page 63, and their item code number is 163724. But I'm going to use this one right now on gold foil paper. So here is the gold foil paper. And I was looking in the catalog, and let me see, where did I put my catalog? Here it is. On page 110, you'll see textured metallic 12 by 12 paper, and you'll see silver foil sheets. So I used gold foil sheets, but this is the closest I could find in the catalog. So if you want some of that, there's where it's at. Get my machine back here and get this cut out. Get my right platforms. Platform 1, Platform 2, Platform 3, and then my paper and my die, and then a second Platform 3. That is the sandwich you make to put into your cut and emboss machine to cut out your dies. Got the loveliest compliment from Sis Irene yesterday. She said, I watch you and you're such a good teacher, Bev. I said, oh my goodness, thank you so much. That's what I want to be. I want to teach everybody that watches me the little tricks of the trade, and hopefully, oh, I put my machine away and I didn't need to do that. I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. But let's put these together. Now I used two. I used the small and the large, but I had already cut out the small. And so let's get our liquid Tombow glue, put a little dot in the middle there, and place the second one on top of the small one on top of the large one, and spin it until you make a daisy per se. So it's just a little bit fuller. Just spin it until it gets full. So alternating the petals so it fills in the voids, just like that. Now we're gonna let it dry. I need to cut out another one of the lollies. Hi, Christine, welcome. And so let me do that now. I'm using Cherry Cobbler cardstock. I like my banners to be more vintage looking, so I usually use Cherry Cobbler, not Real Red, but Real Red will do the trick as well. Just depends what you have or what you like. So here is the fan fold for the lolly. You need two to make a lolly, but I did one in advance just to cut down the time for us a little bit. And I'm going to show you again how to fold these. So I take my pointer finger and my thumb. They're all scored, and I just push down to make a valley. And then with my other pointer finger, I push up to make a mountain. And that's what I do until I get the whole lolly fan folded. So it was warm today, so I had my stamp room door open. I got this big fly in here now. I need a screen door really bad. And then I pinch, once I finish folding, I pinch really, really, really tight. See that guy? So it stays really well. Okay, so I'm looking at the first one I did, and it was mountain, valley. So we want, oh, and I've got to check the circles here. So we want that to continue on as a valley. So this is a mountain, so we want this one to continue on as a valley, right? So we'll do that. Now, if this one continues, I'm just seeing something. If this one continues as a valley, then this one needs to go up. Need a mountain next, so let me fold it this way. It's warm in here. I should have opened my door. So last open house, I opened up all the doors. My shop is my garage, and I've turned it into my shop. And it was a beautiful day, so I opened up the big garage door. Well, not the big one, but the single car garage door, thinking, oh, sunlight. Everybody doesn't have to walk through the gates. They can just walk straight in from the driveway. Oh, well, we got doves in here. Oh, no, I don't think we got any lizards. I think we just got doves that day. It was hilarious. Reiko's husband so kindly came over, and between him and Rosemary, they got him out of our shop. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you need tear and tape to put this together. You know what I didn't do? I didn't plug in my hot glue gun. Let me plug that in right now while I thought about it. Told you I was going to be rusty. Okay. So I do use hot glue to put these together as the lolly because they need to stick together. If you don't use hot glue, they can pop. So I'm going to my tear and tape, finding the end. There it is. And I'm placing it down onto the tab. Now, I described to you last time that it's a little bit wider than the tab. So tear and tape is awesome because you can fold it over on itself. You need a bone folder. That is the code for the bone folder. You need to burnish the protective paper on the tear and tape, and then you grab it right in the middle and this protective paper will come off, and all you'll have left is the tape itself. And if it's wider than the place you placed it on, you can just fold it up on yourself. So again, mountain, valley. And then we needed another mountain. And this lolly has scallops on one end and pointy fence post like things on the other end, so you match it up. And then you're all good. So there is your lolly. Okay, now you're going to get a circle punch, any size. Any size will do. I'm going to use, what is this, a 1 3/4. And I'm going to punch out a circle just for a base for my lolly. Okay, so the next piece, let's set these aside. We're going to let my hot glue gun heat up. The next piece I'm going to use is this scallop circle that's also in the same dies. White cardstock, just basic white cardstock. And my cut and emboss machine again. So 1, 2, 3, paper, die. Now the dies have a soft, or not a soft, smooth end on one side, and then they have a ridged edge on the other side. These ridges are what cut. So you have to have the ridge facing down. And then a second platform number 3. And we're gonna run that through. Okay, now I want this piece to be a little bit fancier than a plain scallop circle. So I'm going to go back to my platforms and remove 2 and 3. I'm going to get another folder, which is Marie's favorite folder. It is on page 129. It's the eyelet folder, item 163414. And I'm going to place this little circle right into the folder, spine first, remember. First or last, doesn't matter. And then let's emboss that. Look at this. Is this not adorable? Okay. Now I think I have all my pieces. So let's go back here. And I'm going to put the foil paper, little daisy as I'm calling it, onto the white scallop circle. And I can do that with liquid glue or mini glue dots, doesn't matter, whichever you want to use. The mini glue dots would be dried instantly, so that is a good idea. This liquid glue that I just used is going to take a minute to dry. Now, I always talk to my customers and tell them if you do not have an alphabet set, you need to get one. I keep every one I buy because they're all a little different. This is Alphabet a la mode, and it's retired, but you can get another alphabet set out of the catalog, or like I said, if you've been stamping for a while, you probably have one. And I cut out an A in Night of Navy cardstock. So I'm going to turn this over, and it's narrow. And I'm just going to squeeze lightly, get some glue going. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the A. Once some comes out, I just push it around with the nozzle of the glue applicator. And try not to get too much glue because you'll make a mess. You'll get it oozing everywhere if you get too much. Okay, then you can let it sit there a second and what I call setup. When this glue starts to turn clear, then it's sticky, and when you place it on something like foil paper, it won't slip around, yet it'll allow you to move it if you need to. Okay, so it's starting to turn clear in a spot, so let me grab that, turn it over, and stick it right in the middle of the gold foil. All right, the next thing I used was this. This is the gold, but there's a gold and silver trim. It's in the annual catalog on page 113, and I'm using, like I said, the gold, and I'll measure it for you. About 9 inches. I'm going to snip a piece off like that, and then I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to use a mini glue dot to keep it folded in half. Okay, so let's do that. Hey, Sharon Buckner. Okay, now I'm going to lift up the little legs of the daisies a little bit. I'm going to go over and test my hot glue and see if it's hot yet. And I'm going to put a little bit right there, and then I'm going to stick it in underneath the daisy. Yep, it's hot. Okay. So let's just get this under here. Okay, now I think it's time to make the lolly. So I'm going to put more tear and tape on this tab. I like to do it twice to make sure I'm not going to mess it up. There we go. So I need to put tear and tape right there. Okay. What do we do next, ladies? We burnish so we can easily remove the protective paper on the tape. Then it's a little too long, so we're going to fold it over on itself. Then we're going to bring the other end of the lolly and set it there and press. Okay, so now I want the scalloped ends to be on the outside. So I'm going to take all my fingers. This is going to take a little bit of practice for you, but just take all your fingers. And at first it's a little fussy. And you're trying to push this circle in on itself. Just like that. See that? And when you push in like that, the bottom should pop out. If it's not going to slip out real easy on itself, just push, 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 and then it will. Did you mean to give your camera to be different? No, am I backwards? What am I doing wrong? What did I do wrong the whole time? Let's see. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, I know it. Okay, that's backwards. That's like that. Okay. What did I do wrong? I don't know, but I don't doubt it, Carol. Let's see. Oh. There. Thank you, Carol. I'm sorry. I'm almost done and I was backwards. Okay, so let's go back to this. We're going to grab it again. Well, let's get the glue on here and then I'll grab it again. Okay. Hot glue. Big old dollop there. It doesn't matter. You can't get really too much. Okay, now I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to grab again. Now this time it should be easier than the first time because I did it once already. But the minute I say that, right? Yeah, it's not gonna be easy on me this time. So just push. Try not to get frustrated. It usually doesn't give me any fuss, and tonight it's giving me fuss. What do I tell myself? You guys know what I tell myself when some paper is giving me fuss? I say, I will win, you will lose. I will not give up. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right, now I turned this over the wrong way. Okay. There we go. Do not give me heartache. So I'm going to hold this still so the hot glue will dry. It shouldn't take long because it took me a long time to form my lolly this time. And I'm seeing a little boo-boo there for some reason. It's not going to matter, because this is going to cover. See that? So no worries. There's room for a little bit of a mistake. Okay, let's put some more hot glue right here. We don't want these to pop, so I use hot glue. And then we're going to add the white eyelet scallop circle. Isn't that beautiful? Now we're going to take our banner and look. Okay, these circles on the banner, the center circle. And remember, I put the whole piece in the whole folder, and it just comes out perfectly. And then this circle will fit right in the center like that. So let's see. I'll use hot glue again. You can use Tombow if you want. Doesn't matter. I just put hot glue there because I don't want to wait for the Tombow to dry. And pushing everything down to get it to stay. Now my ribbon scissors, I want a little bit of an angle cut here just to fancy it up. Now I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this gold and silver ribbon, one side, one side is smooth gold, the other side is like 2 strips of gold with white in the middle, like a stripe. So I have one of each showing here. Now let me go get my banner. America, let's see. I've got America. I know you're not going to be able to see the whole thing. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. And I'm going to come over to the last part of the banner and show you how I put them together. Now, I thought about layering them together. Well, let me get this one. Layering them together like this and punching a hole and then putting an eyelet through or something. But it's paper, so we don't want anything to be able to be weak and rip, right? So I just took my liquid glue and I put some here. And then I took the corner of this banner. This one is above this one on top like this. So this one is going to be on top like this one. So one on top, one underneath, one on top, one underneath the whole way. Then I put glue, liquid glue across the top. And I took my ribbon. Now I want to show you my ribbon, and I put my ribbon across, but I'm going to let it set up. Now I use this ribbon. This is retired, but we have other ribbon that looks a lot like it. It's the new beige color ribbon. So it's got the stripes too, so you can use that. I just wanted to use up my old ribbon, and it's a banner for me at my house. So I just used it. But when I used it, that's what I was going to say. See how the liquid glue showed through onto the ribbon? Well, we don't like that, right? At least I don't. So, solution time. Let's lay this on. Remember that gold ribbon I had? I then ran glue across the tan ribbon and across the whole strip, and then I laid the gold ribbon one time, then I ran another strip of glue and I laid the ribbon a second time. So in person, those of you who get to come to open house and come visit and all that, you'll see that this ribbon is tan with white stitching and then double gold and then tan with white stripping. It's so beautiful. Now you're going to take the end of your banners and you're going to make a loop so you can hang it somewhere. I'm not quite sure how I want to make that loop. I want it sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. I know how. I'll do liquid glue again. I mean hot glue again, because that will not come apart. So let's put a little hot glue here. And I'm going to bring it around to the back of the banner and stick it down. So now my hook on my fireplace will allow this to hang. Let's come over to the other side, and my banner says America. So see how that glue showed through? I did not like that at all. So the gold ribbon saved the day. I told you guys when I walked through the catalog with you when it first came out that I knew I was going to love this gold and silver ribbon. And I absolutely do. Such a great idea. Oh, I'm so glad. I haven't been looking at the comments. I hope you guys like it. So if you can see, it's hard because it's so long, but trying to give you the best view I can of this. This one still needs to dry. That's why that came apart right there. That's the one I just did. Okay, so maybe I'll hang it on my fireplace and then show you guys a still picture on my page. Would that be good? Very patriotic, very full of texture. The circle folder, the eyelet folder, the die to make the lollies, the gold, and they lift up. Oh, you know what I forgot? These little gems here. They're on page 115, 163, 298. They are called opal rounds. You'll have to post a picture on the fireplace. Okay, after you get it hung. Okay, Bev, and I plan to do that now. It's Memorial Day, and I don't mind having it up all the month of June either, so we're good. I'll be doing that soon. Let me get my take your pick tool, and I'm gonna take a large navy, and I'm gonna place it here on the white so it shows up, and then I'm gonna take the clear, and I'm gonna put that on the red so it shows up. Did I put two? Yeah, I thought I did. And put this one, and it won't show there too much. Right over here. Am I off camera doing that? Okay. So there you go. A banner. You can make a smaller banner that says USA. You can make birthday banners. You can do whatever you want. But I love Americana, and I'm excited to get this hung. I think it's absolutely stunning, and hopefully you guys like it as well. I saw some hearts, and I see Debbie loves it. What did you say here, Bev? I ordered the set bundle after seeing your congratulations card made. Oh, good, 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 good. Hi, Annie. All right, ladies. Sorry that I was backwards for so long, or whatever it was. When I watch the replay, I'll smack myself. And thanks for your patience. God bless, and have a wonderful week. We'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, 8:30 in the morning. Bye-bye.